So one of I guess a highlight for our team was we've had a number of projects that we've done over my time with Schletter, but one of the opportunities that stands out the most with me, where we got a lot of feedback, was we had this customer that had worked really hard for a large project in their mind, which was a 1 megawatt project for them, but it was just the effort that they put into it and the trust that they put into Schletter and the help that we gave them along the way and how successful they felt at the end of that project. So as the project started to close out, it was the excitement that they had and they expressed with us and how they wanted us involved in every step of the way. So as the project came online, they wanted us there for the ribbon cuttings, they wanted us there for meeting with their clients, showing them that this is why we chose Schletter, and just really emphasize the support that they received from us all the way through the project, the whole life cycle of the project from a Schletter's perspective, from the beginning to the design to the implementation of the project. I think one of the biggest challenges is just how quickly the market changes and the competition within the market. You have to be very reactive to the market, but you also have to be there. You have to be there for your clients, you have to be there with the technology. So just knowing how to adapt for the different scenarios that you run into, because as much as we all like to think every project's just like the last project, projects change and all the little details are the things that are going to make or break a project. And it's understanding that and communicating it back to the client, but then also back within Schletter so that we make sure we take the right steps along the way to make sure that their project is successful as possible. Well, my project integrator is Angela. She's awesome. She's great with just keeping me organized as well as keeping our clients organized. The way that she takes projects through their cycle, keeping the information, I'm going to call it fresh and up to date, and keep making sure that the customers are checking the boxes that they need to, as well as I'm checking the boxes that I need to make sure that that project stays on track, and giving them the information that they need in a timely fashion. We do have a project team. Our project team is made up of a series of people that kind of help the project all the way through its life cycle, from the beginning of the design, to the drafting, to the engineering review, to then putting it into our production line, and then communicating after it goes into production, all the way up to the deliveries. And so those teams, or I guess my team in general, we try to meet once a week, kind of recap all of our projects, emphasize which things are priority, which ones are hot, which ones need to have a follow-up, and then engaging the different people along the way to get the information either from a client or from our own internal sources to share with the clients. So really it comes down to communication and trying to make sure that everybody has the necessary information to be as efficient and successful in the step that they're responsible for. So at the end we have a successful project. I think our team is successful mainly because of just the communication and the realization that every project is the most important project to a client. For them, it's the thing that's front and center to them. While we may have 10 projects at a time, to a client, maybe it's a small project in our eyes immediately. We know that it's important to them, so we have to treat every project with the same level of respect and importance that our customer is going to feel, so that we can get the results quickly, efficiently, and back to them. And then really it's just the communication within the team that keeps us all on track. I think those are the things that really drive us to be successful. We've had a couple of times where we've stepped up for our customers to try to help, I'm going to call it save a project, where there's been issues along the way. One in particular is we had a customer who received a bunch of material, and during transit the material got, I'm going to say, unpacked and kind of mixed together, and they were under a crunch time, and this project had to go out to a remote site, so they had basically just a pile of material and didn't know exactly what they had. So we went up to the project staging area, helped them sort through the material, went through, got all their material laid out, got it positioned, repackaged up so that they could get these things out to these remote sites. And then while we were there, we went in through a training process to make sure that their project was going to go as efficiently as possible, because we also realized that while moving all this material out to these remote sites, manpower at these remote sites was going to be at a premium. So they needed to be as efficient as possible. So we took that opportunity to do a little bit of hands-on training to make sure that the guys that were going to be out there building that particular site had all of their questions kind of answered on the front end and could be as efficient as possible during the installation. I've been with Schletter for just over 7 years. Really, I'd say it's the changing environment. I love the travel and meeting with customers. It's the family atmosphere. Everybody that I work with has really become friends, clients included. I have a number of clients that I don't really view strictly as clients. I view them as friends now, and it's just that relationship that's gotten built. It's really opened my eyes to a lot of different opportunities that are out there.